So in this video, we explore, is it possible to complete Pokémon Let's Go Eevee without throwing a Pokeball? So the first hurdle comes up at the very beginning of the game, during your tutorial of how to catch a Pokemon. Of course, you have to catch your starter Pokemon in this version of the game. So we had to throw one Pokeball to catch Eevee, our starter, to start the game. You cannot complete the game without completing this task. That was one Pokeball thrown, but the game forces us to do it, so that's not our choice. We then work through the beginning of the game. We get through Route 1 and to Viridian City, where we get our Pokédex. All of this is fine. We just play with Eevee and level Eevee up through battle, and we don't need to catch any Pokemon. In fact, once I got my Pokédex and went back to Viridian City, I decided to sell all of my Pokeballs as I thought I would appreciate the money. Turns out, they're not worth a lot of money after all. After this, we work through Route 2 and we head to the Viridian Forest. Despite there being many Pokemon here that you could catch, there are also many trainers. This is essential because in the Pokemon Let's Go version of the game, catching Pokemon is the quickest way to gain experience points and to level up. As we are not throwing any Pokeballs, we are not going to gain experience or level up in this way. Therefore, battling trainers is the only way to gain experience and level up, much like in the original version of the game. So battling trainers here became essential, and I battled every trainer I could find. I soon made my way to Pewter City, and I was ready to try my first gym. Of course, the first gym is a rock type gym, and I only have an Eevee, so this was always going to be a challenge. However, this is when I hit my first real hurdle in the game, as you're not allowed to enter the first gym in Pewter City without a grass or water type Pokemon. This was not present in the original version of the game, but is a filter they've added in to help new players understand the game mechanics. However, as we are not throwing Pokeballs, we do not have a grass or water type Pokemon, and we are not able to enter the gym. Therefore, we are not able to progress with the game. So this was my second fail of the game. I went and bought a single Pokeball, I encountered one Bellsprout, and I caught it with one throw. So, since the start of the game, I have thrown two Pokeballs, one to catch Eevee, and one to catch Bellsprout. However, I do not want Bellsprout, this was not part of the plan. So I go into the gym, I pass the guard, who tells me I can now enter, and then I discard Bellsprout, as I'm only going to attempt this gym with Eevee, my original Pokemon. This battle did prove to be difficult, as of course Eevee is a normal type Pokemon, and it's up against rock type Pokemon, which of course it is not very effective against. However, after one failed attempt, I went back and Eevee leveled up, learning Double Kick, a fighting type move. Now the battle becomes easy as I have a fighting type move, which is super effective against the rock type Pokemon. Unfortunately, from this moment on, most of the Pokemon that my Eevee encounters are Poison, Psychic, Flying, and Fairy. All of which my Double Kick fighting type move are not very effective against. But luckily I still have Quick Attack and Sand Attack, so I'm still doing okay. I worked through Route 4, and now I'm able to buy my second Pokemon of the game. Whilst throwing Pokeballs is illegal, I am allowed to obtain Pokemon through other forms. And as you may well know, in the Pokemon Center in Route 4, you are allowed to buy a Magikarp for a whopping 500 Pokecoins. Of course, this is no bargain, but it's the only way I can obtain another Pokemon at this stage in the game. And I could really do with another Pokemon run about now. So I give up 500 Pokecoins and I buy that bargain of a Magikarp at level 5. I now work through Mount Moon with my two Pokemon, and I'm trying to level up Magikarp as I go, but it's slow work as I'm not able to throw Pokeballs, so leveling up takes time as I can only level up through battle. I just about make it through the mountain, and now I'm in Cerulean City. There are plenty of trainers to battle here, plenty of opportunities to battle and level up, including one battle with the rival, the Nugget Bridge, Team Rocket, and all of the trainers on Route 24 and 25. There are plenty of opportunities to level up, but by the time I get through all of this, my Magikarp is still not as strong as I would have liked. Can I or can I not beat Cerulean Gym at this stage? At this stage, you're probably wondering why I haven't gone to receive the gift Pokemon starters that you get in Cerulean City and on Route 24. I thought the same thing. Yes, in the house next to the Pokemon Center in Cerulean City, you have the option to receive a Bulbasaur. And right at the top left of Route 24, you have the option to receive a Charmander. However, there is a condition for these Pokemon to be gifted to you, and that condition is that you have to catch a certain amount of Pokemon. Of course, we are not throwing Pokeballs, so we are never going to meet those conditions. So we will not be able to receive the Bulbasaur, the Charmander, or the Squirtle. So we muddle on with our Eevee and our Magikarp. So Cerulean Gym did prove to be quite a challenge. We had no problem getting through the trainers and the Psyduck, but Starmie is the problem. Whilst Eevee does have now Bite, which is super effective against Starmie, it's not proving to be enough. For some reason, Starmie's Scald move is indestructible. It always hits and it always bends, and so this took several failed attempts. And I did not appreciate the patronising pep talk from Nurse Joy at the Pokemon Center when I failed. Yes, thank you, hun. I've been playing Pokemon for more than 20 years. I know how this works. You've been sitting at that desk for more than 20 years, exploiting Chansey. I'll take it from here, thanks, hun. So I wasn't able to train up at all because I'd already defeated all of the trainers in the accessible area at this time. The only thing I could do was to keep beating Misty's Psyduck as a way of slowly trying to level my Eevee up. Even once I'd done this, I still had a difficult battle on my hands, but after many potions, a lot of sand attacks, which didn't really work because even after 3 sand attacks, the game is clearly rigged because every flipping Scald hit and burned, and almost every move hit after 3 sand attacks. Eventually, I got enough luck that I was able to just scrape by and defeat the Starmie. And now I can move on, not forgetting to grab that dig on my way out of Cerulean City, which I'm really going to need in the Viridian Gym. Head down, meet the rival, who, by the way, in this moment, it really looked like he was going to kiss me. And that seems romantic and all, but aren't we supposed to be like 11? Is that not slightly inappropriate? Anyway, after this slightly awkward encounter with the rival, we head to Viridian City, and then we've got some serious training to do at the SSN before the gym. We work through the SSN, we continue leveling up our Pokemon. Viridian Gym is an absolute breeze because Eevee has Dig, and then back to Route 9 and 10 we go, ready for the Rock Tunnel, and beating every trainer as we go, we just about get away with our Magikarp evolving to level 20 with the help of that one rare candy that we found in Cerulean City behind the house. We finally got to evolve our Magikarp into Gyarados. We could use some TMs, it learns Bite, and now we have a second useful Pokemon. It is now plain sailing for a little while as we work through the Rock Tunnel, make our way to Lavender Town and Celadon City. We decide not to proceed with Celadon Gym just yet because we don't have a fire, flying or psychic type Pokemon. I don't care what anybody says, Gyarados is not a flying type Pokemon. In any way, it's clearly a dragon. But anyway, instead we decide to proceed with the Team Rocket side quest which will eventually result in us gaining a few more gift Pokemon. It's all going very well until we are forced to defeat Blue, who has a very strong Charizard. This forces us to go down and do some extra training on the route to Fuchsia City in order to be strong enough to defeat Charizard. Once we've done this, the rest of the Team Rocket side quest is a breeze, and it results in us finally gaining a Lapras and a Porygon. And now we head over to the Fighting Dojo, where we will also receive one more gift Pokemon. I always choose Hitmonlee here, but I know that I need Fire Punch, so I choose Hitmonchan, and lo and behold, he already has Fire Punch, Ice Punch, and Thunder Punch, so he's going to be rather useful to me now. With my team almost now complete, I head over to the Celadon gym, and I beat the Airy Fairy Erica. After beating Erica, I make my way down to Fuchsia City and head to the gym. This is where I hit the big hurdle. I'm not allowed to enter this gym until I have caught 50 Pokemon. How am I supposed to catch 50 Pokemon without ever throwing a Pokeball? Okay, it's back to the drawing board here. Have we hit a wall? Or is there a way around this? So I came up with a plan. I traded 4 of my Pokemon, because I couldn't trade Eevee because Eevee is stuck in the game. I traded 4 other Pokemon to another account that I have. And I traded back 4 random Pokemon. These Pokemon I then continue to trade through the GTS many different Pokemon. And to speed up the process, I would trade Pokemon that I could then come back and evolve. So for example, Caterpie, Weedle, and then things that I could evolve easily through stones like Clefairy and Execute. And then I went into Mount Moon and got some more Moonstones so I could evolve them all. This took some time, and after I evolved, I traded it back into the GTS to get something new, and I continued doing this until I finally got to 49. And I had 1 Firestone left, and as I thought I really need a fire Pokemon, I will evolve that Eevee. I didn't think I could, but I noticed when I was evolving something else that when I put the Firestone out, Eevee said compatible, and I didn't realise this would work. So I got my Firestone ready to evolve Eevee into Flareon, and Eevee rejected it. I don't know why I thought for a second that would work, but it didn't. So I still needed 1. I traded 1 more Pokemon through the GTS, and finally hit the count of 50. Now I can play through Fuchsia Gym. The problem that I encountered when I got to Fuchsia Gym is that my Pokemon are very low level compared to the Pokemon in this gym. And I can't really level up because I've already beaten every trainer in the game, and some of them I had to beat to evolve some other Pokemon I needed to get my Pokemon count up, but I got there in the end, and I finally got the TM Toxic, which is no longer TM06, and that really confused me because it's always been TM06, but never mind. But that's going to be a really useful TM for me in this game, particularly as I am generally going to be much lower level than all of my opponents moving forward. One thing I really appreciated about this gym is, as it's a poison type gym, there were a lot less Hypnos than there are in the original game. Don't understand why they put so many Hypnos in a poison gym, but they've changed that in this version, and most of my opponents were poison types, which I fully appreciated, and I came to realise how weak my Porygon is. But never mind. So with that badge, I was finally ready to skydash over to Pallet Town and sea skim my way down to Cinnabar Island. Once I got here, I realised I needed to pop back up to Pewter City, cut back behind the museum, grab that old amber, and head into the lab in Cinnabar Island, where I can finally complete my team and grab Aerodactyl. This is a Pokemon that I really need to complete my team, as I don't have any flying types or any rock types at this point, so I'm really grateful. Again, Gyarados, not a flying type. So again, I'm really grateful to have Aerodactyl. I've really needed that to balance my team out. But Aerodactyl's already much higher level than most of my team are, so I stick him at the back because I need to level the rest of my team up to catch up. And I go through the Pokemon Mansion, which is something I've done many times. Very easy, not many trainers.
and I use Repel so that I don't have to get caught up with all the Pokemon along the way. I grab the key and I enter the gym. I try to get all the answers wrong, so that I can challenge the trainers along the way. I accidentally got one right, but other than that, I managed to challenge the trainers. It was a fairly easy battle. I thought it was easier than the Fuchsia Gym battle, because I've got a few strong water types with Surf, so it wasn't that bad with my Gyarados and my Lapras taking the lead. And then I head over to Viridian City, ready for the final gym. Ah, the gym is locked. Why is the gym locked? Have I missed something? Oh, hang on. I haven't done Saffron Gym yet. So I put back to Saffron Gym, and I remember that I couldn't do Saffron Gym before because the requirement to get into Saffron Gym is to have a Pokemon of at least level 45, which I didn't have. Well, finally my Eevee and Aerodactyl are at level 45. So I am finally ready to enter this gym. Again, this was a fairly slow slog, mostly because I never really understand how all the teleports work. But I got there in the end, and I just about managed to get through this gym first time. And then I head back to Viridian City and finally get the door unlocked and ready to go. Including a little interlude with Professor Oak, giving me Mega Stones for Pokemon I don't have, so it was really useless and a waste of time. So anyway, I enter Viridian Gym. It was again a little bit slow, but mostly fine. There's a lot of ground Pokemon, which with my Surf is absolutely easy for me. So I beat Giovanni, and I then go and beat the rival, and then I head up to Victory Road. Victory Road was pretty slow, as the Pokemon I was facing were much stronger than me, so I was having to heal up significantly after every battle, and I worked my way through a lot of Hyper Potions and Revives. But I got through it alright, and then I made my way to the Elite Four. Again, I stocked up on lots and lots of Hyper Potions, Revives, Super Potions, and Full Restores, and the odd Awakening, because, you know, Jinx, really annoying. And I'm ready to give it a go. I don't think I'm going to beat it first time, because I know that most of my Pokemon have only just about hit level 40, and most of my opponents are going to be a good 10, 15 levels higher than that. But I give it my best shot. Lorelei was alright, actually, not too bad. Just about got through that. My Lapras really helped. And I had a little bit of trouble getting through Bruno, which is usually the easy one. But just because my Porygon is useless, I found it a little bit challenging. My Aerodactyl, in the end, saved the day with Bruno. And then there was Agatha. That was quite a slow battle. Having picked up Earthquake was really useful in Agatha's battle, particularly with the Gengars. I was really grateful to have a couple of Pokemon that could use Earthquake. But lo and behold, I got through that one first time as well. Then I got to Lance, and I really hoped that my Lapras with Ice Beam would save the day here. But actually it was Aerodactyl that once again saved the day with Rock Slide. And a couple of Pokemon using Toxic certainly helped along the way here. Once again, I got through Lance first time. I was really surprised at myself, so I figure why not? Let's try and beat this in one go. Got to the rival. It was a challenging battle. It pretty much came down to the wire, one Pokemon each at the end, more or less. We got there. I'm very, very proud of my Aerodactyl. Did a lot of the work there, a lot of the hard slog. My Gyarados was also brilliant. Lapras very helpful. All the others were subpar. But we got there, we got through it, and lo and behold, we have beaten the game, and that, my friends, my fellow watchers, is how you can beat Pokemon Let's Go Eevee with only throwing 2 Pokeballs. It is challenging, but actually it made the game more enjoyable because the original game is a little bit too easy compared to the original generation. I found it way too easy with the EXP share, leveling up my Pokemon too fast. So not being able to throw Pokeballs and gain EXP this way actually made the game more challenging, thus more enjoyable. And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you want me to try any other challenges, do say so in the comments. And thanks for watching.